What's up, team? My name is Mr. Elliott. I want to give you guys a little showcase of the buildings that I have in Anno 1800 so far from the High Life expansion, the first one being the shopping mall here that we can see in front of us. You'll see, if I turn the UI back on, that I've positioned it pretty well for my little engineer and investor city that I have here. I am currently producing toasters, and that takes filaments, steel, and zinc. And I'm doing a pretty good job of it. That is giving me +2 happiness, +5% income per house, and reduced consumption of jewelry and light bulbs. So the reduced consumption of light bulbs is very nice. That keeps them down a little bit, so I don't have to suffer making light bulbs for currently, I guess, how many? I have 7,200 people on Amazon Prime right now, which is this island, and I've got most of them as engineers. 3,600 engineers. So anyway, this is supporting quite a few people. There are some other catalog items that I have not unlocked yet. I will admit I am not that far into this save, so I cannot showcase everything, but just so you know, we'll turn the UI off and you guys can have a quick look at this building. It looks a lot like the engineer house, the housing. It's really nice, honestly. This is this building's really well done. Even in first person, I'll show you potentially. Let's see. Okay. In first person, wow, those are some steep stairs. But you can actually walk in here and look inside. And yeah, there's like people sitting on the benches and everything. This building's really well done. Even in first person, you really don't lose much quality from a game that is a city builder, right? But you can walk around in first person. So that is building number 1. Building number 2, I want to show you guys up here. This is the elevator factory. This is the assembly line, I should say. Again, the model, I'll turn off the UI, maybe. There we go. Control G turns off the UI. Someone actually taught me that in Twitch chat. This building's also really well done. Like, these buildings are really nice, honestly. They really upped the ante a little bit, I think, with just design and realism. Like, carts loading at the loading bays. This stuff comes out, I don't know exactly where it goes, but it lines up with the loading bays. I mean, it's really well done. The building itself is just like actually beautiful. Inside, we turn the UI back on. I'm building elevators, and for every time we upgrade from a normal engineer or investor, we need 2 elevators as well as some other supplies, which I'll show you in a second. But to build the elevators, we need the steel, the wood veneers, and the steam motors. And we've spoken about this before. I will say, in the Cape, you can buy your steam motors from, what's his name? Old Nate. So you can buy these steam motors, but they're very expensive, like 17,500 per steam motor, which means every elevator is costing you, like, I guess, at least 17,000. So think about that. But we are basically using that in our docklands. So we've got some interoperability, I guess we'll say, with the DLC. We go to our exports here, and you can see that the elevators trade very nicely. I'm trying to get my elevators so that they're in the specialty slot, but I just can't do enough volume yet, but we're going to get there. So if we take the elevators out and we put in gramophones for coffee, for example, you'll see that gramophones trade 1 to 2, where elevators trade 1 to 8. And they're not even in the specialty slots yet. So elevators are potentially as good, if not better, than steam carriages in the docklands, period. I don't have steam carriages yet, but when I do, I'm going to test that out. We'll probably put up another video. But elevators, the elevator assembly line takes 500 workers, but it can make you a fortune even if you take these elevators and sell them to Old Nate. You can make literally a fortune. The other new building I want to show you guys is in the New World. So once the skyscrapers are at level 2, I believe, we start needing chewing gum. That is facilitated by this multi-factory here. Again, we'll turn the UI off, get in nice and close. Like another really cool building. It's like purple chewing gum, pink purple chewing gum. It just looks awesome. Another really well done building, UI wise. or you know, visually speaking. So the chewing gum, which we need to take from the New World, and we bring it to our cape for these skyscraper folks, these skyscraper habitants, is made by rubber, sugar, which we're actually buying from Isabel. Is it Isabel? Yeah. So we're buying the sugar from Isabel. We're not even growing it because we're lazy. Lazy strat is the best strat here in Anno today. And then we have cinnamon from the these are actually from the orchards from the Docklands DLC, right? So we have the cinnamon, or from the tourism DLC, pardon me. Cinnamon's from the tourism DLC. So we have quite a few cinnamon orchards on this one basically island, and we're making chewing gum with it. For some reason I've got an alert that there's not enough cinnamon being delivered, but we can probably upgrade our depot here and warehouse, pardon me, and fix that. But anyway, chewing gum, we send that to the Cape on a trade route, and these guys in the skyscrapers, which is the last part of this video, basically they require the chewing gum, and they have a perfect supply, and that gives us 10 more engineers and 64 more coins per building. So not much of a money thing, but more of a happiness and supply. Basically 10 more engineers is a lot. So I'm trying to build kind of minimalistic. I don't want to build in this old kind of Pokeball setup if I have, or if I can. We've got a few skyscrapers. We're still understanding the panorama effect. I still don't really get it yet. So we're going to work with this tonight on Twitch. We're going to try to figure out the panorama effect, try to get some more investors. So we're on the way, but this is a fairly early save. So I'm not really where I'd like to be, but this is kind of what I want my setup to look like. Again, I hope I'm not boring you too much. If there is one thing that I needed to know before this came out that I didn't know, it's that the elevator multi-factory takes 500 workforce. So you're going to want, and I still need kind of the best in slot items for my workers. I don't have enough workers right now to put in another multi-factory. So I need to figure that out. I need better items. I know there are some specialty items that we can talk about probably in another video to maximize our, you know, our efficiency and our layouts, but we're not there right now, but we will get there. So hopefully this video wasn't too much of a rant, and I'm going to actually cut the video now and we're going to talk a little bit more. Me again. So I forgot to post how much it actually costs to upgrade an engineer residence to the first level skyscraper and also to the second level skyscraper. I'll put them on the screen now. Other than that, I will continue with this fairly young save, and I will be, you know, getting these skyscrapers to level 5. So hopefully I can catch some of you there. I will be live most of these next couple nights, so I hope to see you there. If not, I will be on YouTube as well. I'll probably put out a new video in the next couple days. So much love, guys. Bye for now.